the new year peaks from the horizon, we introduce you Wish, the Overwatch senior manager. Alright, well, let's jump right into the questions. What made you choose the name Wish? Is there reasoning behind it?
So I had a really old, edgy Minecraft username that I started using for everything, and it was just so cringy. So I was like, all right, I need to get a new username. So I was looking around, and I was actually watching a Disney movie, and I was thinking of the like when you wish upon a star, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I originally went with Wish on the Moon, and that was too long because I don't know, I just wanted to change it up and be edgy, and then I just changed it to Wish. So that's how I got it. It was a Disney thing.
Yeah, I think Minecraft also kind of inspired my name. I've always been into like heroes and knights, the people who are like legends. And it kind of started off as like the chosen one, then it went to It's the Lord, and now I'm here, hero. So, yep. All right, let's go to the second question. That was a pretty quick first one. What is it like being a senior manager? Is it difficult, just right, or fun?
It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot more work, but it's work that I enjoy doing. I'm a bit of a workaholic. When I'm doing something and I put my mind to something and I have a project, it makes me really happy. So, just more on my plate means, I'm more invested and I'm doing more. And when I set my sights on something, I like to see it through and finish it up.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice feeling to have something to do, It's like when you get past something to do and if you don't like it, you get that nice feeling of relief, like it's off your shoulders. You can start with a new project. It kind of just goes on and on. All right, I guess we're speedrunning this one. All right. If you had to pick one game to replay from scratch as if you never played it, what game would it be?
Oh god. I'd say Hollow Knight. I really, really love Hollow Knight. It's really hard. Hollow Knight or a Pokemon game. Uh, when I found Hollow Knight, I thought it was just this cool, I thought it was like Mario with like the parkour, and then I played it more, and I realized it's like one of the best indie games I've ever seen, and it's so challenging. And I've technically beat one of the endings, and I still have another I haven't beaten yet. But I just love like the world and the lore. I like games with a lot of lore when I can just sit and watch YouTube videos about it, like learn things that I didn't learn myself through the playthrough, or like having secrets I haven't explored. It's just really really fun to play through, and it's honestly probably one of my favorite indie games of all time. Actually, it is my favorite indie game of all time.
Alright, my computer background on my desktop, it is Hollow Knight. I love playing Hollow Knight. It's so the aesthetic of the game is just it's so the lore. It requires you to go so deep into the game to figure out what really happened. It
I could
reminds me of Subnautica. There's
I
a
could
lot
go
of
on and
lore.
on.
Yeah.
And then there's new Silk Song news too that just came out, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that as well. I think I'm gonna stream that.
Yeah.
How did you find out about EdgeGamers, and who or what made you want to join?
So I have to give a shout out to my man Star or Star After. It's been my boyfriend of 2 years, and first 5 months of us dating, he got into playing on these Counter Strike servers all the time, and I'd be like, "What you doing? Why aren't you playing Overwatch with me?" and then he was like, "Oh, I'm playing on these CS servers." He was like, "You should come hang out." So I did, and I liked CS a lot before I got into Overwatch. So I'd play on these CS servers with him, and then he was like, "Oh, you should sign up for your E-Tag." So I did, and that's kind of how I got into EdgeGamers. I was very, very not into it for the first few months I joined, but then I started playing on the 5M servers, and that's when I got really, really involved and started to care about the community more. So I guess I had a brief period of Minecraft too. So I started in CS, went to Minecraft, went to 5M, and now I'm over here in Overwatch.
I mean, I genuinely love playing CS. I mean, I started off there 4 years ago, just playing on PG. Eventually the merge happened, and I got introduced to 5M and a lot of other things. I didn't really play 5M, though, even during the sale. I've always been a big CS person anyway, so. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh, well, not to sound like a weeb, but I'd probably go to Japan just because when I was a kid, my dad went, well, not really a kid, I guess I was like early teens. My dad went to Tokyo on a business trip because like that's kind of, what he does for work. He works for the government, so he went on a business trip. And I remember when he was there, he like FaceTimed me and he showed me everything. And I remember he went to the Pokemon Center there and he got me like a Lapras plushie and got me some cool socks. And I just like that experience of like getting to see the Pokemon Center because like he had no reason to go. He's like a 40-year-old man. He doesn't want to go to the Pokemon Center, but he went for me because I really like Pokemon. And just seeing everything and all the cool stuff he brought back, especially like he brought a huge tub of candy back and a bunch of toys and like fun. I think he brought some like gachapons. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. He brought some of those back too. And like just the culture there and everything was so cool, just like seeing that. And like he always would bring me back stuff when he went on trips, because he was gone a lot when I was a kid. And he would bring me back like toy like airplanes and toy cars, and I love those. But just like that one time he went to Tokyo was like the coolest stuff he brought back, especially compared to like European countries when he brought stuff back. It was like things like I said I'd already seen, and it was very close to like like stuff from the States. So seeing how different things were there was super interesting to me, and I really liked it.
Yeah. There's two places that I've always wanted to go to. It is Japan and Korea. I don't know why, but the thing is, they're so cultural. They have so many. It's so different from other places in the world. And that's what's so amazing about the places, They also have a lot of history, both of them.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. Alright. What hobbies do you have outside of EGO?
So a lot of my hobbies outside of EGO consist of Overwatch, I guess. Before I was like really hard into EdgeGamers and really caring about it, I was the general manager for a semi-professional Overwatch team, and I cared a lot about that, and I worked really, really hard to make them the best they could be, and like I ran their Twitter and their socials, and actually talked to a few sponsors and would do like brand deals with like potential brand deals for the team to hit down before we could get any through. But it was a lot of fun just kind of getting myself out there in the world. But aside from that, I really love animals. Something like a lot of people don't know about me is like I have like a million pets. I have 2 geckos, 4 cats, 7 chickens, a dog, and we're probably getting goats soon. So I like taking care of my animals. I'm a cat person. I love my kitties.
Yes.
They're all named after days. So we have like Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday, and my dog's name's Sunday. So we got a little theme going on there.
Alright, what is your dream job and why?
Alright, so for the longest time, my dream job was to be a writer, because I always loved writing, and anybody who has written any post I've ever made or a suggestion knows that I write a lot. I write my heart out, and I thought I was gonna like go into writing or some sort of journalism for the longest time, but after thinking about it, for a while, I wanted to go into esports and do something with like general managing a team, or I don't know, just like helping host events or just anything in the realm of esports. I also thought about that for a long time because esports, especially Overwatch has like a large like diversity of players, and especially because players within Overwatch either speak English or Korean. And interacting with those Korean players is some of the most wholesome experiences I've ever had. Like back in the day when I worked on a team, we had a player who spoke very little English, so he'd say things in like broken English, and I communicate with him. And like when we had like funny moments where I couldn't really like portray emotion, if that makes sense, through my words to him, we'd send like funny cat pics back and forth, and he was one of my favorite players. We just send each other cat pics to like portray how we're feeling. But that's kind of like where I like really had a hard love for esports. So I'd say maybe esports or project management, because I also really like that. So it's a long tangent about dream jobs,
yeah.
But
You mentioned about events. I see you got the EC tag in TeamSpeak, so you're getting pretty close. Almost there.
Yeah.
Alright. What is your favorite food and why would it be?
Oh, that's hard. So I guess I'm gonna have to say something classic. If anybody knows, it's a French dish. It's called chicken cordon bleu. And I guess just like as a kid, it was always something my mom would make as like a special dish. Like it was like, oh, guess what? It's your birthday. We're having chicken corn on blue. Or oh, it's a holiday. We're having chicken corn on blue. It was always something like special, and it's like not even like super hard to make. And I guess maybe it's not like my favorite tasting, but it's my favorite just because it's like, you know, it's the special dish. It's chicken corn on blue. Like I remember I got rejected from a high school I wanted to go to. It was like for like a gifted high school, and I got rejected. I remember my mom made me brownies and chicken corn on blue. So I don't know. It's always like it's like a sentimental food to me, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much into baking. I like to bake a lot. I feel like cooking and baking is like chemistry. You put in the elements and you make something new. That's what I like. That's what I feel. All right. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite season and how come?
I really like winter because I like the snow, and I wish it snowed more where I live, but sadly it doesn't. And I just like it being cold outside. I like being able to like go outside in like a lot of long pants and a hoodie and just like really comfy, and not have to open my window because it's so hot and have a heater in my room. It's just cozy. I like being cozy. I like being cold.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of snow. Me and my brothers, I have two of them. I would always where we used to live, we had this large hill, and we would get a surfboard, and we would, like, one by one, just push each other down, and it would be so much fun. Of course, I was bigger, so we had two separate surfboards. We had one for me, which was, like, the size of, you know, the usual one, and one that was basically like a paddle thing. I don't really know what they're called, but yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. Alright. What's the best thing you've ever experienced over the months in EGO?
Oh, that's gonna be really hard. I'd say, like, I have a few, like, really, really good memories within EdgeGamers. I feel like two of my best ones have to do with, like, Legend. I remember, on the 5M server, I was doing my phases. Like when you're a police officer, you have to do 4 phases to become like a full officer. So I was on like my 3rd one, and I remember the dude who's supposed to do my training was like not really free. He had a lot of stuff outside EGO going on. So I remember Legend was like, "I'll do it," and then I remember I was so scared. I was like, "Oh my god!" But it was actually really cool, and I guess that's when I like felt more like chill with the community. And he said I did good, so I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I remember when I got promoted to manager, I got pranked by I think it was like Legend and Power Outlet in there, and they told me they weren't gonna continue Overwatch. And then I remember I was like super tired. I had a super long day. I just dealt with like a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to deal with. I was in a bad mood, and I was like, well, just like why? Like, can you give me like a genuine reason how I didn't do good enough? And they kind of just didn't know what to say because it was a good question. So they were like, well, maybe it's because you don't have a leadership member. And then that's when it happened. So that was really a good experience, too. Just that I feel like they tried to prank me, but I was just, like, so apathetic that day it didn't work.
I mean, now you're not manager anymore. You're senior manager.
Yeah. I didn't get pranked for that one, though.
Alright. If you could be in any other group other than Overwatch, what would it be and why?
I mean, it'd definitely be GTA. I think I already talked about this a lot. I was in GTA before Overwatch, and I really care about the 5M servers. So when I'm not, like, doing Overwatch stuff or caring about Overwatch, I'm probably on the 5M server or Jailbreak, which I've been playing a lot recently, but I'm very bad at. I really, really do care about our 5M servers, and it's just, like, fun, like a late-at-night thing. Like, if it makes sense, Overwatch is a game where I like to play it in the morning. I feel like when I queue Overwatch, I get a lot better games in the morning. So wake up for school, play Overwatch, and then at night, when everybody's on, I'll hop on the 5M server.
Alright. Well, that about wraps up all the questions we had. We had only 11. That's like 2 less than we usually have, but we still went on for 15 minutes. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say when we're leaving?
If you guys haven't joined the Overwatch Discord, you should definitely join it. We got a lot of fun channels and a lot of fun people, and we're really active. We talk every day. You can always find people in the voice channels hanging out, or you can find people talking in general. Maybe you need some help with coaching because you're not the best of the game. We have a lot of people who are higher level players who'd love to help you out. You ever want to find people to queue with? You know, you want to play casual, you want to play competitive, we got people for that. So it's just really a nice place where you can have a bit more of a tight-knit community around people who care about Overwatch, and there's a lot of people, you know, who join outside of EdgeGamers who hang out as well, so you can always find new people, and it's not like something you have to stay like super like a CS server or a 5M server where you have to be on a lot. You can just, you know, have the Discord open and message when you want. And we also do a lot of fun of events, so you should definitely come hang out.
Yep. Alright, well, that about wraps it up. Hope you all enjoyed today's Meet the Leadership, and I'll see you next time.